Hello there, welcome to today's stream. I hope you're doing well. How is everybody? Give yourself a shout out in the chat if you're there, and I'll give you a shout out. Yeah, welcome along. I am Matt. I am the community manager here at Payload Studios. I work on the game TerraTech, which is this game here. And today we're going to be showcasing some really cool stuff that we can do in TerraTech. So yeah, how is everybody? So who have we got in chat so far? We've got Julius. Welcome back, Julius. John is in chat, and Suruton is also on a YouTube chat. Good stuff. Welcome along, chaps, or chapesses, or whatever you are in between that. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. I do wish the English weather would make its mind up. Is it going to be hot? Is it going to be cold? Is it going to be raining? Just so I can plan my outfits accordingly, you know? Do I need a coat? It's kind of confusing. So, yeah. Good. Right, so today, let's talk about what we're going to be doing today. So today's stream, I'm going to be, as you can probably tell, it's a bit ambiguous, but from the title, we're going to be kind of starting the TerraTech Olympics. So this is something that I've been wanting to do for ages and ages. Almost 4 years ago, actually, weirdly enough. And it's something that I think works really well with TerraTech and with what we do with our community. So we're going to be doing the TerraTech Olympics Community Challenge. And basically, the point of today's stream is I need your help, that's you watching right now, coming up and sort of designing the challenges that we're going to be doing for the challenge. So yeah, if you're up for it, stick around and join in chat, because I'm going to need all the help I can get, and yeah, put your ideas in there. So I'll go through what I've got so far, and then I'll ask for feedback and input as we go. So all will become clear when we get in the game. So yeah, stay tuned for that. In terms of news, this is the part of the show where we talk about some TerraTech news. What news have we got? No real news. We're in this really odd phase of development where there's nothing really happening or that exciting that we can show. There's nothing really new that we're developing or prototyping that we can kind of showcase. I can talk about vertical takeoff and liftoff blocks. We have actually got some prototypes of that, but I've talked about those before, so there's nothing new about that. Once they're a bit more fleshed out, I'll be able to give a bit of a sneak peek of those. So yeah, get hyped for that. Because we're basically, the main reason that we haven't got anything to show is because we're in between console updates. So effectively, all our resources are currently being deployed into getting the console update ready and able to be released. And obviously, because we're bringing the console version up to the PC version, all that work's been done. The work that's going in is basically porting it over to make it work on Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch. So yeah, I hope that explains why there's nothing really happening in terms of exciting content, but don't worry, normal service will resume. We'll have some really cool new Space Junkers blocks. There's literally a meeting that I came out of a minute ago where we're talking about some really exciting new Space Junkers blocks. Spoiler alert, it might involve balloons, which I think is going to be really fun. So yeah, cool. Oh gosh, yeah, sorry, the TerraTech Worlds. Okay, fine. Cassie, if you're watching, can you sort that out for me? A person on Twitch has mentioned that we're apparently streaming TerraTech Worlds, and we shouldn't be. We should be streaming TerraTech. Yeah, that's a bit weird. Maybe I can do that for you. Oh, thank you, Cassie. You're a lifesaver. I could probably do it myself, but this is one of the pitfalls of being lazy. Cool. Right, let's us move on. So yeah, that's kind of it for news. I'm sure there's something else that I've missed. What has happened in the last few weeks? We published a community spotlight post on Steam, on the Steam our Steam news feed, which basically is shining a spotlight on one of our awesome modders by the name of Rafs. They've made loads of mods, but we want to highlight some of their really cool ones. The main one being Green Tech, which is they've basically, Rafs has made a whole corporation using mods, and it's awesome. So yeah, if you want to learn more about that, head over to our Steam store page, and under there you can see the news section and it's all published there. So go check that out. That's what I wanted to. That's what I remember. It's come to me. I've remembered what it is. So there's one thing that I've completely forgotten to mention last week, which is kind of a big deal, and I want to sort of talk about it a little bit before we kind of get into the stream. We've on Steam. We've published what's called a franchise bundle, which basically bundles everything that Payload Studios has made on and published on Steam. You can now purchase as a bundle. So that's going to include TerraTech, all of the TerraTech DLC. So that's the skin packs, that's the Kickstarter packs, which was the charity pack, but we've renamed to the Kickstarter pack. And also the main important one there is TerraTech Worlds. So TerraTech Worlds is the new game that we've developed and released. It's now in early access. You can buy all of those in one handy bundle, and I can't remember quite but I think it's about a 10%. If you buy it as part of the bundle, if you buy the bundle, you get everything at about a 10% discount, I believe. And also it's the Steam Summer Sale, so I think you get an extra discount on that, on top of that as well. So if you don't already own all of the DLC, I'm assuming if you're watching this stream, you probably own TerraTech anyway. But if you don't already own TerraTech and you want to own all of our games and all of our DLC that we've made, head over to the Steam store page, or the TerraTech Steam store page, and on there you'll see the franchise bundle. And what's really cool about this bundle is if you already own parts of that bundle, so if you already own TerraTech, but you want to own all the DLC and TerraTech World at that discount, those discounts will still be applied. So you just go in and you buy them at a discount. So yeah, it's a kind of a nice way of owning all of the games at a bit of a discounted rate. So go check that out if you can. The camera isn't level. Yeah, the camera's a bit janky. Let me see if I can fix it. I don't know. No. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, I don't want to touch it too much because it's going to break. So I'll leave it as is. Don't worry. I'm not on the wonk. I'm just the camera's on a bit of a weird tripod and it's sort of jammed behind the monitor. Hi Tiger. Hey XUXCO. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, I've waffled enough there. But go check out the TerraTech or the Payload franchise bundle. It's really, really cool offer. And yeah, you might get a bargain. So yeah, go check it out. Right, let's do something that's fun now, shall we? Let's move on to, well, firstly, you're going to get a sneak peek of what I've been working on. So this is the hurdle, the 100-meter hurdle, but it's too early for that. Let's do a quick blockle. Should we do a blockle, everybody? Yay! I hear you are. I hear you scream. Actually, let's go back to this because I need to pick a block and add it to blockle. Right. Talk amongst yourselves while I pick a block and add some details on it. Oh bums! Hang on, this isn't going to work, is it? Flippity gibbets. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to work. Right, let's. All right, sorry, I've done a goof. I need to subscribe to some mods, so bear with. What were the mods called? The mods are letters. Boom. And also logos. Let's specify that it is a mod. Corporate emblem. It's the creative one that we want. This one. Boom. Right, that should do it. So I'm going to need to exit the game. Sorry, everybody. I'm doing something in game. I know you can't see my screen. Somnolence, are you telling me off for saying flippity gibbets? Because if you are, I wholeheartedly apologise. If you are of a nervous disposition, that may have caught you off guard. So I apologise. Please don't report me to YouTube or TikTok or Twitter for that. TikTok? We're not even on TikTok. We should be. Anyway, how is everybody? Tiger, what are we saying? Are we going to have factions on TerraTech Worlds or no? That is not a question for me because this isn't a TerraTech World stream. Look up above. Look right here. That says TerraTech. So no, I don't know, honestly. I don't know what the plans are for corporations or factions in TerraTech Worlds. Yeah, you'll need to catch Dean and or Cassie on their next stream, which I believe is on Friday. But I also believe Cassie might be in chat, so Cassie may be able to give you an answer to that. Anyway, sorry, the game is just loading in the background. While it's loading, I'm going to be... Don't worry, John, don't worry, chill out. We're going to... I'll get to Blockle in a second. You don't need to keep asking the same question in chat. Actually, now you said that, I am going to get the Blockpedia up. TerraTech.com/ the website's not working. Do we know the website should TerraTech? That's concerning. Our website isn't working. I'll need to message someone about that. Cassie, could you message someone? Does TerraTech Worlds work? Worlds is working. I wonder if Payload is working. Payloadstudios.com. Weird. TerraTechGame.com isn't working. I feel like it should be though. There's no reason why it shouldn't be. Uh-oh. Oh no. Right, well, this is going to make Blockle a bit trickier. Sorry. Anyway, doesn't need a refresh. I've done a refresh. Done a big refresh. I've cleared my cache. Doesn't want to be working. It's fine. I have the best person on the job to fix this is Cassie. Cassie can sort this out. Right, here we go. I'm in the game. Let's show you what I can. What? Well, actually, no. I still need to pick a block. Hang on. Sorry, press the wrong button. What block shall I do? Let's do one. Let's do this corporation. Let's do this. Perfect. Right. Now I need to write down what it does, or what its stats are, and all that good stuff, and then we can play some Blockle. Yay, Blockle. Right, so the name is... What are the parameters? What do we usually look for? The category is... What category is it? It is that's what's the category is? Hang on. I'm nearly there, everybody. What's next? The rarity is this. The grade is this. And the corporation is this. Beautiful, right. So let's do Blockle, everybody. Let's get into it. So who's gonna have the first guess? Who wants the first guess of this week's Blockle? I need the full block name so I know exactly the block that you're talking about. I won't be able to just guess what your block is. So let me know what block you want to use. Or want to guess. Who wants to guess the first block? Bearing in mind you have 3 lives. I still need to add more lives to this. Oh, hang on. Oh, look who it is. Come on in.
Hello, stream. Hello.
Cassie.
I'm so
Come
short
this way.
compared to
Come
Matt.
this way.
Hello. The website is now fixed.
Oh,
just to let
that was
you know.
quick.
So
Lovely.
We had to do some stuff. I've changed the YouTube title. I need to update Twitch, but Twitch is being a bit annoying. So.
I didn't press that button.
Oh no, you didn't press the button.
Dingus.
Silly.
I'm going to do that now.
Hi, John in chat as well. Hello. Oh, okay. So you're all fine then. So website's working. You're all
Lovely.
good.
Thank you, Cassie.
Have a lovely stream.
Love you. Is it? Can we say that?
I've already said it.
Yeah, we did it. We've just said the L word to each other. Cool. Right, who's saying the first block? A better future crafter? Question mark. What's a better future crafter? That's not a block, is it? I need the full name. I need the full block name. Do you mean the better future fabricator? Is that the first name? The first guess that we're going for? If it is, I can go with that. The E-crafter. Where's the E-crafter? Yeah, you mean the fabricator, right? Not the E-crafter isn't a thing. Right, the E-crafter. So let's take a look. Hang on, let me get my notes up. So the grade is incorrect. The corporation is incorrect. The rarity is incorrect. You're all incorrect. They're all wrong. So the wrong corporation. It's the wrong grade. The rarity is incorrect. And also the category is incorrect as well. So yeah, you couldn't be more wrong. So let's try and eliminate some things. So it's not better future. You also lost a life. What's a better way that I can show how? So it's not grade 2. Let me just check. The fabricator was grade 2, so it's not grade 2. It's not better future. It's not common. Yeah, and that's it, right? Yeah. Oh, and it's not a manufacturing block. So there you go. So what's the next guess? Based on that information, give me another guess. Oh, the Blockpedia should be up and working now. Let me get that up for everybody. Beautiful. So if you need some help, check out the Blockpedia. It's right there. I've shared it in chat. John, if no one guesses in the next 20 seconds, you can have another guess. Matt, do you think England will be knocked out today or next match? Thanks for asking a football. This is something that I know about and I have an opinion on. And I can answer with some confidence. So while we wait for somebody else to guess the next block, I will say I'm quietly confident that we will beat the Netherlands. Okay, John's just gone straight in with the Geocorp Picker Collector. So let's find that in here. That's still... Okay, fine. It's because I've done that. The Picker Collector. This one. So the grade is correct. The rarity is still incorrect. And it is not an accessory or a Geocorp block. So the for the... Oh, I just had it. The Picker... So the grade is... incorrect. No. Grade is correct. Sorry. Grade is correct. Corporation is incorrect. So it is not Geocorp. The rarity is common. It is not a common block. And the category, it is not an accessory either. So you have the grade, but we don't have the corporation, the rarity, or the category yet. So next guess, and this will be the last life. So you got to get it on this one. Man, this is a hard game. Maybe if I... Maybe we don't do... maybe we need more than 4. Maybe we need 5 lives. So you've had 3. Maybe you need another 2 lives. You do need more lives. Shall I do... I can't really change it now. On Wordle, you have 7. That is correct, actually. On Wordle, you do have 7 lives. All right, John, do you want to have another guess? Guess another block? Nah, just go ahead. No one else is playing this awesome game that I've spent all this time formulating. So it's on you, John, if you wanna guess away. Wrong pasting. Adventure 2-way adjustment thruster. Thruster, the 2-way adjustment thruster, 5-way, 2-way. So the 2-way adjustment thruster is a grade 3. Now, this is where your problem. The grade 1 was correct, so it's not this one then. However, let's do it anyway. So grade 3, it is the incorrect grade. The rarity is also incorrect, and the category, it is not a flight block. And also, it's not even venture. So you've gone backwards. You've gone backwards there, John. You said grade was... No, I didn't. I said the grade was right. Grade 1 was correct. I gave that a green light in the last round. Rewind the tape. Is it a GSO 1x1x1 block? Well, being that was the last guess, I'll tell you what, I'll give you one more guess. I won't use that as a life because I feel like there may have been a breakdown of communication. And no, it's not the 1x1 block. Although that would have been a... Did we start with that block? I felt like we started with that block. So the grade would be correct. The rarity would be incorrect. The corporation would be incorrect. Lovely. Right. If no one else is going to guess, we'll move on to... We'll basically call it a day. And, okay, John's going with the Hawkeye PX small track. PX small track. So you've gone with grade 1 is correct. It is not a wheel though, and the rarity is incorrect, and it's not Hawkeye either. So no, you got it wrong again. Let's just call that a day and wait for my game to freeze. Oh, hey Starcraft, welcome back. Is it a second GSO 1x1x1 block? Well, we'll find out now. What's my game? My game is currently frozen. This is currently an issue, I think, with one of the mods that I have installed. If you remove a cab and all the blocks fall apart, like it just happened then, the game will freeze. So let's do a quick cleanup. And it was the Space Junkers cab, which is called the Rugged Seeker cab. So this is... It's a grade 1, it's a rare block, and it's Space Junkers, and it is a control block. So those were the ones that you were looking for. Yeah, sorry, you're right. There's Blockle needs a bit more work, and I need to spend some more time in the week fleshing it out a bit more. Anyway, right, let's take a look at some of... Let's do what we've come here for, shall we? We're already 24 minutes into the stream, and I haven't even got to do what we've even started what we want to do. So, yeah, let's talk about what this stream is going to be about. So, for the next community challenge, and in keeping with the current with the next big sort of world event. That's a weird way of saying it. Basically, the Olympics. The Olympics are coming up, and this is something I thought would work really, really well with a community challenge. So that's what we're going to do. I've developed in my head. Sorry, I've got the hiccups really quickly. Give me a sec, and it's gone. I've developed 4. I say developed. I've had an idea for 4 really fun and interesting TerraTech community events. And this is the first one. So this is, and actually I can show you the list here. So there is the 100-meter sprint, the 100-meter hurdles, jousting. Ignore batteries. That was one from. That was a game save from Ellie. Don't ignore batteries. That's nothing to do with this. So jousting, which is kind of like fencing. I know jousting actually isn't an Olympic sport. I realise it may have been once upon a time. You never know. Who knows? Who knows if jousting? But it's kind of like fencing. Fencing is definitely a sport, an Olympic sport, and so is sumo. But being that there's already a sumo game mode, I wasn't going to do a sumo as an event because I think it wouldn't work. But instead, we've done jousting, and the 4th one. Is the high jump, and I need your help with the high jump. I feel like I've got the sprint and the hurdles down. There's some rules that we need to refine with these, but that's kind of what I need everybody's help with. So let's take a look at how this is going to work. So this is the 100-meter sprint. It's not, for full disclosure, it's not actually 100 meters. This is quite a lot longer than 100 meters, but let's take a look anyway. So let's just use a Fatui. So this is the 100-meter sprint. So how this is going to work, we're going to have, as you can see, there is 4 lanes. Traditionally, there would be 6 lanes. However, I couldn't be asked making another 2 lanes. So I've only done 4. I may do 6. But it just makes things more. Actually, no, I can't do. No, there is a reason why. There is actually technical reasons why we can't do more than 4 lanes, and that is because the stopwatch, which is this block here, only has technically 4 colors. We could do a 5th. Maybe I'll do a 5th, and it'll be blank. But all will become clear. So just imagine there is 4 other techs on the start line, and you're all going to be hooked up to circuits and systems, so that when I press the button over here, the circuits and systems transmitter is going to send a signal to each tech, similar to the drag race. If anyone's seen the drag race challenge before, this is basically works in the same way. However, rather than going up against the drag star, which is the tech that I built, you're going to be going up against each other. There will be heats, and there will be a grand final, or a semi-final, or a quarter-final, a semi-final, and a grand final, and then the winner will be crowned after that. So that's how the sort of the tournament structure is going to work. And how your actual tech is going to be built. You'll have now this is for demonstration purposes only, but basically I'm going to get you to build a tech that doesn't have boosters, or basically no flight blocks. So no flight blocks will be allowed. Also, no what other blocks? There are some other blocks that you could probably add. I feel like there's some weapons that you can add that would add a bit of boost. But basically, I don't want to have any flight blocks. Only wheels. I feel like only wheels. Yeah, John's on there. Only wheels would be cool. So, what are you going to do? Probably to make this work, and maybe this won't work actually, because I feel like there's a slight problem here in that the tech controller block I think is in R&D only, although maybe it's not. But anyway, you're gonna add a tech movement controller block to your tech, and you're gonna add a signal input receiver on the forward section of the block. So let me just show you what this looks like. Signal input receiver. That's gonna go on there. So basically, if I no, stop. Why is that happening? Oh, that's why. Right. That makes sense. Let me reset this. Let's stop and reset. So the idea being, if I now put this back on here, imagine that there are... Actually, I can actually show you how this is going to work. Let's just do this quickly. Let's do Auto Tony. And I'm going to add more auto Tonys further down. Come on, scroll all the way to the top. One for each lane. One there. One there. I should have set this all up before the stream, but this is fun. This is good for you to see how it should all work as we go. And then one more. So the idea being, as you can see, once I hit this button here, which sends a signal, that when I turn on this toggle, which is going to send a signal at this frequency, which all these receivers have, it's going to activate the tech movement controller, and they're all going to move forward and hopefully reach to the finish line. So let's just see what this is going to look like, and you'll get an idea. So there you go. And they're off. And we've got one crash already. So they're not going to finish. Yellow might make it all the way. Has yellow made it? I can't really see. Yellow is stuck. Brilliant. So no one's actually finished the race. That's good, isn't it? Anyway, so you get the point. So the idea is you build a tech. We're going to race them against each other. And once they get over the finish line, actually, let me show you what that is going to look like. Let's take this off. That's not going to help, is it? And that. And we're all going to come down the finish line. First one to the end. Boom. Wins. So blue has a time of 42 seconds. Well done, blue. Next up is red. So red, we're going to finish in 59 seconds. Yellow, I think you're next. Let's just take that off so it's not interfering. Yellow is 1 minute and 8 seconds. And finally, green. You are going to be 1 minute and 23 seconds. So that's kind of what we need to decide. What will the budget be for these? I feel they need to be quite cheap. I don't want to have loads of like crazy like min-max like text that have completely kind of taken the fun out of it. I still want it to be fun. So I think to be fun, they need to be cheap. So I would say, how much is this? How much is my how much is Auto Tony? Let's see. Auto Tony is 21,000. I think 100,000 block bucks is a reasonable number. How do we feel about 100,000 block bucks for the sprint? Is that a good number? Good, right. I think me and John are in agreement. It is just me and John at the minute. So if anyone else has any input they want to add, feel free. But 100k, I think is a fair starting point. So that's that done. Good, right. That's pretty much anything I needed to clarify on that. The next I need help with is the hurdles. So you'll be familiar with this because I've literally just added hurdles to the 100 meters track. I'm actually quite proud of it. But let's just see what this looks like once the game loads. So as you can see, oh no, turn off. We've made hurdles. So it's exactly the same track with exactly the same setup. There's just hurdles at this, but intermittent intervals throughout the track. So yeah, I don't quite know how we're going to do this because I think this is going to be quite tricky. Because you need to add some sort of lift or boost that's going to lift you up sporadically. Maybe we should try and build a hurdling tech. Should we try and do that really quickly? Oh, this is going to take forever, actually. So I need a tech. I need something on the front of my tech that's going to send a signal. So I'm going to send a... I'm going to use a beam sensor on the front. You can go at the back. Don't need you yet. I'm going to use a beam sensor at the front. It's going to send a signal that way. And that way. Ah, no, that's not going to work, is it? Well, we'll figure that bit out. This is very much a work in progress. So let me try and add a... We need a really light booster. Maybe the GSO one might be better. Yeah, maybe we could do like this. So that doesn't need to go there. Maybe that isn't going to work. Maybe on the sides then? So we don't need these. We actually don't need any of these. So the idea, I don't even know if this is going to touch. Maybe it is. This is a terrible idea. This isn't going to work. I'm just... Do you know what? That worked way better than I was expecting. I need to put a bit of balance into it. But that was going to work. Yeah, John's making a good point. If I enable Force Gizmos, that's going to work. So let's do that. That's weird. Oh, no, it's not weird. So we need to bring these back a little bit then, maybe. Is that better? Hey! Oh, let's turn on invincibility because and that as well. I may have just made the best hurdling tech ever. Let's get rid of some of these blocks. Clean up, beautiful. Yeah, John is right. I need to redistribute some of this weight, but as a concept, this is kind of what I was thinking, sort of. Actually, let's just turn this off. Let's stop and reset. It's just so terrible. You get the point. We'll need a bit more refining, but the concept is there, right? So what's happening is it's going to hit the target. It's going to bunny hop over it. Ideally, it would just lift off flat, but it seems to be wanting to do a flip at the minute. Let's turn that off. So what I want you to do, so this is for the hurdles challenge, right? So you need to build a tech that can complete the hurdles course. This is more of an obstacle course than it is a hurdles challenge. But basically, yeah, this is it. This is gonna be really fun. So go build a hurdles tech that will complete the hurdles course in the fastest time possible. That's the hurdles challenge. I think your best bet is, I thought you could maybe play around with timing. So if you're able to time add a timing loop on some circuits and systems, that you could sort of time it. But because the first gate is the wrong distance, you're kind of at the wrong distance, your timing would be all off. So maybe sensors are the way to go. I heard there are 4 gizmos. Thanks, Django. Yeah, you're right, there are 4 gizmos. It looks... Oh, wait, no, it is off center a little bit. Cool. Right. So that's the hurdles challenge. I think that's going to be fun. I think it's going to be really fun. I'm honestly really excited for these two. What I'm less excited about is the jousting / fencing / sumo challenge. Now this needs a lot more work, but it'd be good to get people's opinions on how we would like to see this work. So once it's loaded, I will show you what I want to do, and we can take it from there. So as you can see, literally all I've done is built a platform and added a tech to it. But let's add a second one, and we can kind of see how this thing's going to work. This one's too big. Brilliant. Maybe we just do F2. So what I want to do for this one is well, as you I'm sure you know, I'm sure everyone knows what a jousting thing is. Maybe I can finish this off now actually. So maybe we do need these. Let's do that. Let's add you down there. So it's going to work in a similar way to the hurdles and the sprint challenge, in that they will need all these techs will need to be controlled remotely, and by that I mean they need to be just turned off. Turned on and turned off again. I can have 0 input in this just to make it fair, because I can't pilot these things, and we can't open this up to a co-op game because trying to organize a competition like that is impossible. So instead, we're doing it this way. So basically, I need to be able to turn your tech on. Hang on. And just let it do its thing. Damn. I'll tell you what, let's just build one really quickly. So the point for this challenge, as I'm sure you can probably tell, it's going to be, whoever can push the other person off the platform first wins and makes it through. What can I do? Oh yeah, was it reticle research? Let's do this. Let's put a board anchor down. Let's put a cab on it. Let's do accessories. Let's do a toggle. And a transmitter. So we're all on 0. So yeah, this is basically what's going to happen. I'm going to turn this on. They're going to run at each other. Bosh, who's going to come off first? And they're caught in a deathlock. Oh, this is exciting. Who's going to win? It's going to be... Get them off. Oh, it's a draw. Guys, that was really cool. So just imagine that, but with much better designed text than that. That's going to work. That's going to be hella fun. We can have like, we could be really clever with this, I think. I can do some clever circuits and systems stuff where there's sensors on the floor, like weight sensors and stuff, that sense, and then the first person to fall loses. And similar to fencing, you'll then need to win. It's like a best of 3. Yeah, that's going to work. Cool. Right. So what do we need? What shall the tech cost be for these? I feel like, again, 100k is a good spot. Make it wider and separate it so that it's similar to the actual one. Turn off. That's annoying. But I think that's going to work, right? So they need to be operated remotely using this. So it needs to have a tech movement controller block and a signal receiver set to 0, so that when I turn it on, the tech movement controller will move it forward. You can have a pole. So weaponry. In terms of weaponry, I'm going to exclude weapons from this, because then you could just fill your tech with battering rams, with missiles, and then it just becomes a fight to the death. I want to see some pushing and shoving. Ideally, I want to see some jousting. So you could probably chuck a load of the Geocorp. What are they called? I can never remember what these are called. They're the bumper blocks. You can make a sort of jousting lance with some bumper blocks, that kind of stuff. You could maybe even try and have a wedge to try and wedge the other person off. That'd be kind of fun. Yeah. John says, Matt, for the second challenge, should we make the budget 150k? So for... yeah, good point. Yeah, we will. 150k for the... yeah, that makes sense. Yes, let's do that. Somnolent says, it would be interesting to make a bridge out of the large square actuating platform so that bridge gets smaller as time goes on. Yes. How would that work? Large square actuating game. How would that work? Are thrusters allowed in jousting? What do we think? Should they be? John, what do you think? And Somnolence, I know you're watching. Should boosters be allowed in the jousting? I'm going to say, my gut says yes. I feel like you wouldn't really get much of an advantage. Props, thrusters, etc. I think so. What do you think, John? Yes or no? What was I going to look at? I was going to look at accessory blocks. Hover glitch. No hover glitch. I don't want to see hover glitch because that's a bit of a niche thing. Then again, how am I going to tell? What do we allow hover glitch? Do we? What do we think? Anyway, I was looking at the large actuating platform. Oh, I see. Yes. So after a time, yeah, these will fall down. Yeah, that works. The square pushes facing upwards. Spleef. Spleef isn't a word, Somnolence. You can't just make up words. Oh, hang on. Spleef is a competitive minigame played within Minecraft. When playing Spleef, players destroy blocks below other players, allowing them to fall off the playing platform into a pit. Oh, okay, fine. Spleef is a word. Fine. Cool. Okay, yeah, we can do that. That's going to be fun. There'll be like a timing thing. So yeah, the longer it takes. Yeah. Can we use rescue research accessory allowed on jousting? Which accessories are you thinking of? Do you mean the circuits and systems stuff? Yeah, I can't see why not. I don't know if that would give you much of an advantage or not. I don't know. Fine. Like the platform gates. Yeah, sure. I'd like to see what you could do with that, actually. I think that'd be really fun. So yeah, go crazy. Platforms and gates and actuating things. Go for it. I was thinking the rescue research mini blade. Oh, that is a weapon, isn't it? But I think that comes under weapons. Oh, the vibro blade, that one. But good question, DJ. But that would require to raise the budget for this. Oh yeah, that's a shout. Somnolence makes a great point. The repulsors would be. Yeah, no repulsors. Yeah, good shout. No, so we're going to say no repulsors because you could just, repulse them off. But I kind of want to see. Damn, your plan failed. No, yeah, somnolence is making sense. But I kind of want to see what you can do with actuating platforms and the actuating ramp as well. That'd be really fun. Yeah, because it's almost like, remember BattleBots? Or it's BattleBots in America. It is Robot Wars in the UK with Craig Charles, or more recently with Dara O'Brien. Yeah, there were some crazy robots in that. So that's the vibe. Yeah, Robot Wars. Go make some Robot Wars stuff. Cool. All right, I think I can go with that. I think I've got stuff to work with. That's good. So now the last one that we need to clarify on, and this is the one that's I'm least confident about, is the high jump. How can we do the high jump? I have honestly no idea. Well, I have an idea, but I don't think it's a very good one. So what I want to do is to have, in similar fashion to how an actual high jump works, I want to be able to raise the height of the bar. So if anyone doesn't know what high jump is, well, firstly Google it. But basically, it's a bit of string across two poles, and it's tied across, and you jump over it. And if you jump over it successfully without touching it, no, it's a pole, isn't it? It's not a string. It's a pole that's rested across two other poles. And if you touch it, as you jump over it, it'll fall off. So if you jump over it and it doesn't fall off, then we raise it so it gets higher. I want to try to incorporate the idea of it getting higher in the challenge, right? So. I haven't started building this yet, but I'm going to try and do something with it quickly now. So let's chuck this on here. And what I want to do is go into Geocorp. I'm going to build it up. And then we're going to put a T-bumper in here. Actually, it doesn't need to be a T-bumper, does it? It needs to be this one. Right, so that you kind of get the point, right? So you'd need to build a tech that could jump over this, right? With the press of a single button, your tech will successfully jump over this settle and maybe land in a little target area on the other side, because otherwise you could just launch it and it'll go miles. So maybe it will need to land on. What would it need to land on? Oh, the weight is. Have we implemented the weight sensor? Where's the sensor blocks? Damage, altitude, gauges. No, okay. The weight sensor isn't in yet. Use the gauges, sensors. Fine. Thank you, Django. Thanks for confirming. But maybe the damage sensor might work. So if we added a damage sensor, so if we added okay, how about this? Would this work? Let's do a anchor like this, And then we add a damage sensor. And if this might not work. Oh, do a proxy sensor. Of course, a proximity sensor would work way better. So let's do that. Let's do this. Proximity. Here we go. Oh, hang on. No, that's a... Yeah, proximity, right. Oh, God. Yeah, that works way better. We'll open the proximity out to something like this. Oh, that's totally gonna work. So yeah, so basically you need to jump over the pole and land in this proximity, and then your tech needs to land in this in order for it to be successful. And we can sense that with the sensor. Yes. Inertia sensors. So inertia sensors and damage and weight sensors, I think, are in our list of blocks that need to be worked on. I don't think they've been quite ready to be in R&D yet. You can use a hover tech with air anchors and increase/decrease the thrust for the height. That's up to you. That's up to you if your entry wants to have that. But the challenge for the high jump challenge is to jump over the bar and land in the proximity of here. And it needs to be done with the click of one button. So one signal from the circuits and systems. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right. I can figure it. I can figure this bit out. I can sort this bit out. But what I need to know would it be possible for you to be able to build a tech that can jump over a bar and land in the proximity with one bump of a circuits and systems input? That should work. I haven't got the time to build one now, but if you can think of, that's going to work, right? That's going to work. Cool. Right. So what should the budget be for that? I think 100k. Maybe go lower. Maybe go 50k. Yeah, that's a good point. So I'll need to decide how far you are away from the bar and how far away you're going to need to land. John is saying 230. That's too much. We're getting into silly money there. For all rescue research and flight. Yeah, I'm okay with having all the blocks for this one. I don't think there's anything there that's too scary. Or would be too much of an advantage. So yeah, things like the I guess that, things like the repulsor pad, that would be really useful, because then you just need to tell me in the instructions how much more I need to add, how much more weight I need to put into the into it. That could work. We need flight blocks and rescue research, but do we consider the rescue research blocks for the challenges in the budget? Well, that's kind of part of the challenge. I kind of want to make the restrictions a bit more restricting, right? I don't want to give everybody, because otherwise it just gets silly and we just see, it becomes it kind of takes the fun out of it. I think I want to see what you can do on a budget. Call me sadistic, please, but I think that could be kind of fun. Cool. Right. Well, that's worked out really well. I'm really excited about this. So I'm going to work on this over the next few days. And I want to start getting, because the actual Olympic Games run quite soon, or towards the end of the month. I want to get submissions in for this as soon as possible. So, yeah. Cool. I think we're there. And look at that. Perfect timing as well. A perfect hour. Well done, everyone. All right. If you're interested in joining this challenge and taking part, head over to our Discord server. I'll post all the details on there. We have an official challenges section on our Discord, so go check that out when it's ready. I'll make an announcement. Obviously, we'll make a big song and dance and a big fanfare about this because this is going to be really fun. And yeah. Next week, I guess we'll do a community call. How about that? We'll do a community call stream next week. Can we get the world save uploads for testing, please? Yes, of course. Yeah, of course. On this. Oh, well, another note as well. We're not going to have like an open thread where people can submit their text, because then otherwise people can then challenge. People can then load their text in. I want this to be done a bit in secret. So I'm opening myself up for a torrent of abuse. And I don't know if there's another way that we could do it, but you're gonna have to send me your text via a direct message or a DM on Discord, because yeah, I think that's the only way that we can keep it a secret. Yeah. What for those that don't have the DLC? Oh, could I? No, I can't even build this in. If you don't have DLC, I guess you're just gonna have to buy it. That's a terrible thing to say. Please don't cancel me for saying that. How much is the DLC anyway? It's currently on offer. I know that much. But you're probably right. You shouldn't have to buy DLC in order to take this challenge, do this challenge. So okay, right. It's usually $8. It's now currently £4. But it is in the bundle. I guess for the yeah. This is. I need to do this in the salt flats, aren't I? We'll figure it out. Yeah, I can just upload the text. Fine. Okay. All right. Cool. That's giving me something to think about. We'll do community call next week, so I'll submit I'll set up a community call thread so we can get some awesome text to show off for next week. John, if you want to add your traffic light text, awesome, please do. KN, if you're watching, I don't know if you are, we'll properly showcase your maze game. I can't remember what it's called. Yeah. All right. You sent it already. Oh, okay, cool. All right. Well, add it to the thread so I know to watch it. The drag race was the drag race was in the R&D labs. So yeah, that wasn't really a problem. I don't know what we said about that. Rafs. Oh, good point. So I think for me the mods are still broken. So when Django, I think Django is actually looking at it as we speak. So we'll take a look at that. So yeah, community call next week, and then hopefully we'll get Rafs. We'll be able to have a look at some of Rafs' mods, so we can do the Steam community spotlight properly. Awesome. All right. Well, have a great week, everybody. Thank you so much again for stopping by and keeping me company. Have a great week, and hang on one second while I fill for time. I'm gonna do this, and yeah, we'll catch you later. Take it easy. Bye.